We believe that humanity should no longer pollute the Earth, but the Titans, whose souls are pulled down by gravity, think only of ravaging it.
Hey, Zach, I learned drunken lullabies. I'm like pretty good at it now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, sorry, Adam. Go on.
Sorry, what are we doing here?
Last time on
Podcast or some
Feddie
shit?
Scum, you guys were given a choice, crew or cargo, arriving on the Takare Bune.
We chose cargo.
And yeah, you chose cargo. No, and then you chose crew, and there was a distress signal nearby, and y'all responded to that, and things went interesting.
What happened again?
Lone Star got some head.
Yeah, Lone Star got a pixie head.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Overheard a particular broadcast from the Titans News Network.
Very cool cameo from the Mobile Suit Breakdown people. I hope.
Fingers crossed.
Well, if it doesn't happen, edit this out.
Chris, you know what to do. Hopefully I'll give you that information.
Yeah, and made a big decision regarding his identity. Helped out a doctor take care of the patients on this damaged Federation transport ship. And then everyone on the Federation transport ship was taken prisoner by the Takare Bune, and given the same option you were, effectively, crew or cargo, and have been press-gained into service.
They pick cargo.
They picked being space.
Why would you send cargo out into space?
If it's not important cargo, I guess.
That's fucked
That
up.
is the episode where we now branch the two timelines, one where we're crew and one where we're cargo.
We
Yeah.
exist in a liminal space of both crew and cargo.
Exactly.
Crugo.
Crugo. Karu.
They, by and large, joined up. Since then, the Takare Bune has continued along its course to its planned rendezvous with the Saint Sebastian. As the Takare Bune nears the rendezvous location, late in, I guess it's late in shift hours? It's the off shift for most of you. You know,
The sun's out.
The sun's always out. But in terms of the shifts, all of you should be sleeping right now, and you're not. So it's effectively nighttime.
We're awake. The sun's out.
Yeah.
Sun's out, guns out. That's what we like
Guns
to say.
out. Yeah, guns out.
Yeah, sun's out, fun's out. We're just grabbing ass, fucking around.
Yeah.
Morgan, you're important enough on the ship to have like your own little bunk room. It's not much, but you got your own little room.
I do like the fact that this is like the Takare Bune, like the biggest ship ever, and there's like a crew of what? Can't be more than 100.
Yeah.
So much space, dude.
It's a pretty sizable crew, but like, yeah.
Even if it's 1,000, it's funny that they're like still making them sleep in little fucking rooms. There's like whole abandoned hangars, and like people are like sleeping in broom closets still.
Jupiterus is mostly abandoned hangars, and an abandoned hangar is not a bed. You'd have to figure something out.
You put a bed in it.
Yeah, but then it would just be stacks of beds. It wouldn't be much better than like bunks. You know what I'm
You don't
saying?
have to stack. You could put the bed in the middle.
I guess you could do like some like renovation and do like small rooms in the big cargo area, but that'd be
It would
some
take
pretty,
one cargo area to give like everyone a fucking
like a
room.
private room, yeah. but the plumbing, imagine what a nightmare. God,
one
The
big
water-
bathroom, Adam.
One big bathroom? No.
Oh, yeah, just one giant hole, dude.
The hangar next to it could be a big
With like
bathroom.
slides. There's one giant hole and a bunch of slides that lead down to it.
Look,
Just
the
do what you gotta do down the slide.
The storage is important. All right, you know, you gotta be able to store shit as a pirate. You gotta store important cargo. All right.
Okay. It's just so big. I
Whatever.
would feel a little cheated to like. Whatever. Go on.
But look, part of it might actually be a pecking order kind of thing to keep like the grunts,
Oh.
mentally, know your place,
Yeah, that makes sense. Get them something to want to gain rank. Like, oh, now I got myself a big broom closet.
Yeah, as opposed to the guy who doesn't and is in like a bunk room because he swabs the poop deck.
Yeah, and then Harland Leisure like has a whole hangar converted into like a presidential suite.
Oh, he has like a presidential suite, like, yeah, just off of like the main like command way to the bridge, pretty much. Yeah.
Are we allowed to roam the ship? Do we have a lot of room?
Y'all, after like the first mission, y'all are allowed some degree of like roaming the ship freely, yeah.
Sweet. And we have like a simulated gravity?
In places, but generally no. The Jupitris is like long.
Oh, I feel like that's even cooler. Just like
Swimming around.
running around.
Yeah, you're going to be swimming
yeah.
around in most places. There are like some attached ships that like might have simulated gravity on them, but more likely than not, you're
What
going
about air? We got air, right?
You have, yeah. You have
right?
air.
I don't know if we had to be like in our normal suit everywhere.
Now that Lone Star's out of the closet, he's going to be
Is that what we're calling it?
Lone Star swimming.
We're
Yeah.
calling it out. Okay.
Whoa, slow down there, buddy. Whoa. You're Lone Star. You're like legit Lone Star swimming. This is way faster than Cinco swimming. What? You really are out of the closet, huh?
Oh my God. Y'all can do this later.
Something happened back there. You've changed.
y'all can do this later. All right, Morgan. You're in your off hours. You are catching some Z's, getting ready for your next shift. When the video intercom, starts going off to your room. In other words, someone's calling you. Usually, it's going to be the captain who would be calling you.
What could they want? I'm like kind of groggy and I answer, but I don't really say anything.
From his point of view, it's a dimly lit room and you're just like half asleep staring at the screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Maybe
exactly.
maybe a bit too close to the camera.
Yeah.
Miss Blackwell, sorry if I woke you up. I need you to look into something for me.
All right.
It's related to those new AUG members on board. Having second thoughts about that cargo. We're getting closer and closer to the rendezvous and still no contact from the Saint Sebastian. To make matters worse, there's troubling things amongst the crew. Whispers of mutiny.
You sound really paranoid.
Getting a bad feeling. I think it's a setup. I think the AUG's gonna betray me. Betray us. Betray the ship. I think they got traitors on board.
Is this Harland? Is he going through like a coke bender? What's going on? This doesn't feel like him.
Yeah, what's happening here?
He may be going through a bit of a coke bender. He may be. Look, runs a hand through his hair. You gotta be paranoid, all right, when you're in business. Pays to know things, and, well, there's murmuring about the crew. I need you to calm things down. Make sure none of your men are jumpy or, think anything's up.
Well, if they take one look at you, how could they not think anything is up?
I don't need any sass, you hear me?
Sir, you're sweating through your eyelids.
It's called crying.
That's called crying. He wets his forehead. Just make sure none of your men are talking about dissent or insubordination, all right?
Well, don't worry about my men.
Right. I can trust you. You're one of the two people on board I can trust, all right? At least get to this rendezvous at 0800. Hopefully the Saint Sebastian's there. We can get this cargo off board. And, fuck. Part of the deal was... shit, I should get you up to speed. Part of the deal was you going with the AUG.
Now come again.
Look, I know you have a history. You have people you want to get even with, right?
Something like that.
This will get you closer to them, don't worry. Trust me.
Wait, you mean...
Yeah, this is how I get you as close as I can to them. My part of the deal.
Okay.
That is if the Saint Sebastian's even there. If I'm not getting set up by the AUG. Anyways, I gotta run some numbers. Birb!
Sir, I think you're about, I don't know, a conniption fit away from a heart attack. So
Burp, more
you're more
cocaine.
useful alive, I think. So
Morgan, just yeah, I trust you. I can do it. And he hangs up.
I like how that's like the only a bit of like care she could muster up for him. And he's like, I don't need this. More cocaine.
You hang up and you're left in your dark bunk alone for a bit. You have some time to like get ready in a little bit of a way before you're interrupted by a knock at your door. Ma'am, sorry to wake you. Ma'am. You recognize it as one of the voices of your subordinates, one of your guys.
Give him a name, Adam.
Jacob Lackland.
Okay.
You trust this guy pretty well.
Old Jake.
He's been with you for a while, but he's knocking at your door, apologizing for waking you up. Can I have a word, ma'am? Are you in there?
yeah, come on. I guess I'm decent.
All right, he opens up the little door and walks in. Ma'am, he gives you a normal amount of a little bit of a salute. He shuts the door behind him after like poking his head out into the hallway.
Well,
Ma'am, the rest of the men are a bit worried for their safety. Gotta be honest.
their safety.
Yes, ma'am. It has to do with the captain and the cargo he's let on board. There are some rumors going around about what that cargo is.
Lackland, now I need you to listen to me, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I need you to squash this rumor.
All right. I mean, I will, ma'am. I will. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit worried myself.
And what's that gonna do for you? Tell me.
Well, it ain't doing much, but someone else might do something rash if they don't think ahead, you know? I don't know where they're coming from, but it's caught into our men. They're saying that the cargo is a nuclear warhead, ma'am. They're saying we got a nuclear warhead aboard. That the AU brought it on board. Like, I'm used to a lot of danger, but that's a bit of a new level, and some of the men are worried that we might be in over our head, and that might draw a bit too much attention. I'll quash it. I'll tell them to shut up. I mean, I already have, as much as I can, but what would really make them shut up is if you could, like, confirm that it's not a nuke, that would go a long way.
Why don't you do me one more favor?
Yes, ma'am.
Why don't you bring that Holden guy to me?
Sure thing. What about the rest of the AAU over there? I think they all have the same bunk and they might get curious.
I don't know about them. I mean, they're all right, but I'd rather just talk to somebody one-on-one.
All right, ma'am. He salutes you and departs to go fetch Holden. All right, I'm going to switch the point of view to our AUG motherfuckers in their bunks, along with Birb.
Birb's in our bunks. Oh, are we playing cards?
No.
Whoa.
Birb has been requested to get something, actually. He's left. He's going to come back soon because Lone Star saw something on the TV. You saw something on TNN, and you're hoping for a rerun. And so Birb has gone to go get a portable TV set. And so, yeah, the rest of you are just kind of waiting in there for him to come back with that TV receiver or signal receiver.
Oh, Lone Star, I don't really like Titan propaganda. I've been limiting it. My parents are really into that shit. I don't know.
Look, I know. I don't trust it either, but hey, maybe there's a nugget of truth, and I don't like that. I mean, it seems like they might have a reason if they want to turn people against the AUG.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're running similar stuff. We gotta be.
Yeah, I guarantee it.
Someone should do like a big speech to like really sway people's opinions on the Titans. I don't know why we even didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's start writing a speech right now.
We should write the speech. You're right. Mad Gun.
Yeah.
In canon, Holden and Lone Star write the speech Char reads. Amazing. All right.
That's dumb.
That's really dumb. There's no way. You maybe you handed a draft off to someone and then Char gets it and is like, what the fuck? Rips it up.
This is brilliant.
A lot of spelling errors, but I could clean it up.
Hell yeah. We watched The Patriot and we're like, okay.
He's reading it. He's like, this ain't that fucking bad. I'm stealing most of this.
At the end of his speech, he's like, and I wrote all of this myself.
Yep.
And that's how you guys
Exactly.
know not to trust Shar Aznavour.
We're like, damn him. He's really evil. That sick fucker.
How dare he?
Only someone evil at their core would plagiarize.
Yeah, that's the lowest of low.
That's probably the worst thing he's ever done.
I bet the next thing he's going to do is drop a giant asteroid on Earth.
That'd be the second worst thing he's ever done.
All right. Yeah, after you guys are, talking amongst yourself about it, eventually Birb comes in with a receiver. All right, I have it here. Let me get it set up. Talking about fucking nonsense. He's fucking with the dials, fucking with the bunny ears. Trying to
Really?
adjust
Bunny
them.
ears? Really? In space? Really? Right now? Okay.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I'm trying to remember. There's like a portable TV set at the beginning of 8th MS Team, but I didn't look it up, but my mental image said it was like it had bunny ears, but I don't know if it does. It probably doesn't.
Guys, I'm trying to concentrate here. Do they have no regard for the lives of their own supporters among them? Okay, go on.
Oh, here, can you hold this? He holds it to you, one of the bunny ears, Lone Star.
Yep, got it.
Higher.
Okay.
To the left.
Nope. Okay.
I'm gonna start balling up some tin foil and wrapping it around the bunny ears.
Can you stand up?
All right. I'm standing up. Okay.
All right.
How's that?
How about you kick off the floor and hang on to the roof?
Got it. Good. All right. How's that?
That's a bit better. He's like,
What if I turn like this?
Hey, Birb, there's a port right here that says antenna. I think if you plug into that, it'll plug into the big antenna outside the Takara Bune.
oh, cool. He plugs it in.
Awesome.
And then the picture comes in immediately, and there's no static or anything. It goes from dead static to a very crystal clear picture. And
All right.
as luck would have it, it's the same report that you listened to yesterday, pretty much.
In the same spot too.
Yeah, in roughly the same spot. Because,
They've been just playing over and over again.
Hey, guys, it's on.
Hello, this is the Titans News Network. I'm Lieutenant Tom Thompson.
And I'm Lieutenant Nina's daughter. Our top story today, havoc in New Hong Kong. Space-addled terrorists are running amok in our beautiful Earth cities. What are the feckless Federation officials going to do about it? And is your life in danger? The answer is yes. But first, look out, ladies, because the boys are back in town. The boys from Jupiter, that is. The Jupiter Energy Fleet will be returning to the Earth sphere this month, carrying the precious helium-3 that keeps our reactors running. But it's all those rugged yet supernaturally sensitive deep space helium miners that make my reactor go critical, if you know what I mean.
The lead ship of the fleet, the Jupitress, is expected to conduct a special tour of the colonies to build support for the Federation's new hands-off policy for space colony management. According to Interim Assistant Sub-Vice Minister for Colonial Development, Adenauer Pariah, this program is designed to reduce the crushing economic burden of supporting unprofitable space colonies by gradually limiting the funding they receive from the Federation government and privatizing key maintenance services until the colonies reach a state of what his office is calling stable decrepitude.
You know a thing or two about stable decrepitude, don't you, Tom?
That's right, Lieutenant Nina's daughter. My horses have been in terrible condition since I had all of my stable hands arrested for mocking our visionary Titans leaders. I'm afraid I might have to have them shot.
The horses?
Of course not. In local news, 3 experimental Mark II Gundam mobile suits were lost and dozens of civilians killed during a training accident at the GRIPS Research and Development Facility. Thankfully, no Titans were seriously injured.
While the official cause of the accident has not yet been determined, Lieutenant Jared Mesa, a member of the Titans test team assigned to the Mark II project, told the Titans News Network that it began when an unauthorized teenage girl with blue hair and pronouns gained access to the testing range.
But training accidents aren't the only way to die in space. According to a new report from the Public Corporation of Space Transit, space piracy is on the rise in all sectors.
In an article published last week in Beyond the Time magazine, sniveling spacenoid apologist and self-proclaimed journalist Kai Shiden tried to explain the troubling surge in piracy by pointing to macroeconomic factors and a widespread decline in living standards caused by a decade of ballooning defense spending at the expense of basic public services, triggering a breakdown in the social fabric of the most marginalized colonies. But experts at Titan-affiliated think tank the Kronos Foundation believe the real cause is a pervasive psychological condition known as spacenoid derangement syndrome.
To address this out-of-control piracy plague, Titan's Vice Admiral McCaffrey has proposed the creation of an independent rapid response unit to deal with pirates and other undesirable space vessels operating within the Earth sphere. When asked whether the definition of undesirable space vessels might be expanded to include ships not involved in piracy, a spokesperson for Admiral McCaffrey said yes, and then laughed for 4 minutes.
It's wonderful to see someone who really enjoys their work. But you know, Tom, the real space piracy is how much they're charging for a cup of coffee at Among the Stars Buck. Would you believe I paid 11 cools for a latte this morning? And not only did it taste bad, it wasn't even hot enough to scald my assistant when I threw it.
Disgusting. Now, our top story. Are you going to die? Am I? Yes. And soon, if the Anti-Earth Union group gets their way. Yesterday morning at the mass driver facility in the New Hong Kong leased territories, ex-Xeon war criminals, in cooperation with colonial terrorists from the so-called AUG and Fifth Column Karabaists, seized control of a chartered shuttle carrying a live nuclear warhead. There are also unconfirmed reports that Ford Romfellow, who was dishonorably discharged from the Titans after evidence emerged that he had lied about his service record in the one-year war, was present during the shuttlecjacking.
The owners of the shuttle, Hong Kong-based transportation syndicate Luo & Company, released this statement. We condemn in the strongest possible terms this unlawful violation of our corporate property, and we will be cooperating with law enforcement to ensure that the criminals involved are swiftly brought to justice.
It's so refreshing to see a company that understands what loyalty to the Federation really means. If I can get on my soapbox for a moment here, this is so much bigger than a bunch of space trash jacking a shuttle or two. We all remember what happened the last time a bunch of space-brained colonials got their hands on a nuke, don't we? And I, for one, am not looking forward to another Operation Stardust type of... my producer is waving urgently to me. Just a moment. Really? Under the State Secrets Act? Okay. But we were all there. I mean, they blew up a whole fleet during a live TV broadcast. Billions of people must have seen... Okay. Of course, yes. Tragic colony-involved orbit reduction accident resulting in an unscheduled terrestrial contact event? No, that's not awkward to say at all. Yes, of course. It won't happen again. I apologize for misspeaking a moment ago. We can all imagine what might happen if those space-addled colonials were to get their filthy little hands on a nuclear weapon for the very first time ever.
That's right, Tom. Like most people, I wake up every night screaming at the gold-plated ceiling of my modest 12-bed, 16-bath beachfront bungalow because I've once again dreamed that the sky is falling. It haunts me. The screams of the dead and dying linger in the tormented chambers of my soul. But then I remember that our boys and girls in blue are up there, fighting every day to keep the spacenoids from ever getting the chance to hurt us again.
You said it, Lieutenant Nina's daughter. None of us will be able to sleep soundly until those AUG terrorists have been brought to justice, and that nuclear weapon is back where it belongs, in the nose cone of a missile pointed at the colonies. Good hunting out there, Titans.
They sound pretty trustworthy, actually. Shit.
This is just Titans propaganda. There's
What do you know,
no-
Birb? You gotta know something. You're the captain's right-hand man.
What?
Yeah, what's going on here?
Whoa. I got you the TV, remember?
Yeah, but that might be a weird ruse. You're a shifty guy.
Yeah, you're a
Bruce?
sneaky little fella.
What? God, you don't even know me, mister.
Tell us what you know or I'm gonna tickle you.
We spent a week with each other.
You told me your name was
3,
Cinco. You went on board a ship and come
2,
back, and you said your name was Lone
1,
Star.
it's tickle time. I'm tickling you.
Stop! Hands off! Hands off!
Tickle, keep tickling him. It's his
I just
weakness.
don't believe he's actually being tickled. So we need to send somebody to Adam's house to actually tickle Adam.
No, he doesn't seem. Birb does not seem to be ticklish.
Damn it, he's unstoppable.
He's actually going to try to punch you to fucking make you stop.
I've never seen anything like this.
All-Star's doing that
What
thing
are
where if
you?
someone's not ticklish, they're just like jabbing your sides, and that also hurts. So, you know.
Well, it hurts,
yeah.
and that's
Oh,
why he's
yeah.
hitting you. Are you going to attempt to dodge?
Take
Yes.
it, dude. Just take it. It's Birb. it's gonna be nothing.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna take it and try to use that as guilt to leverage some information out of him.
All right.
Start crying. What's it called when soccer players do that? It's called a.
You take it, and even for like not trying to move the punch, it seems like it connects a split second before you expected it to. You know, like you knew where you were going to move. And yeah, I guess. Let me roll real quick.
Oh gosh, is this how Lone Star dies?
Killed by Birb.
Killed for tickling a guy.
It's called diving when you pretend to be injured in soccer. It's called Schwalbe in German.
Reduce your body by 2.
Ow!
Get your hands off me!
Birb, more like Birb, strong. Ow!
Birb, what are you doing? Calm down. Not cool. Not cool, man.
You're a monster.
Oh, sorry.
You don't know your own strength.
You won't tell us the truth, and you hurt us, and
You have that unchecked toxic masculinity. Oh my god.
you're not ticklish. You monster.
How dare you not be ticklish? You're trying to guilt trip him. So give me a charm and performance, Mr. Lone Star.
If that is even your real name.
If that is your real name this time.
Yeah, we don't know.
Maybe.
I think it's still Rast somehow.
Yeah.
I should give him a plus. I made some good comments. Come on, Adam.
All right, you can either roll your own charm or performance or give him a +1.
Let me look. My performance is 5. I know that.
Oh,
fuck
dude, yeah, give me that, bro.
My charm, though, is 2.
I forgot Holden went to theater school.
Oh, wait, no, that would only count for me. I was going to say, technically, this is a fight. He punched me, so I could use my watch and learn +1.
So mine would be a 7. I would have to roll under a 7.
Ooh. Yeah, let's do yours.
All right.
Even with my bonus, I'm fucked.
7.
Yeah.
Wait. Hold on. I look, I didn't mean
We're just
to
shaking
hit
our
you
heads.
that hard, and
Just.
I honestly, I don't think I hit you that hard. But Holden, you look.
Look at it. I'm pointing at my skin that just looks like my skin.
Yeah, Holden, I didn't hit him that hard. Come on, look.
You need to check your rage. I am not going to get into that with you, but if you don't get that in check, it's good.
He was manhandling me.
I'm starting to limp towards Holden.
I take a sip of my flask. I'm like, hey, knock it off. I'm trying to watch TV.
Stop the fucking horseplay.
Stop screwing around.
Yeah, turn around.
Yeah, Birb, stop it.
All right, look,
Right, you
look, I
got him
don't
made Mad Gun mad. Come on, Birb. Calm down.
look.
You don't
I-
want him to get his gun. That's the second half.
I'm calm. Look, I don't know anything. I think this is just Titans propaganda. We should. Well, the captain's been really stressed. Maybe we shouldn't bring it to the captain.
Just go look at it
Perhaps
ourselves.
we should just keep this amongst ourselves for now. How about that?
We're going to go look at it.
Yeah.
We're going to go
Wait,
look exactly what they brought in here.
Look, it's important.
That's right.
You can't just go look at it.
And you're coming with us, Birb.
Hold up.
You started this mess. You're
You're-
cleaning it up.
Keep your fucking voice down, you goddamn imbecile. There's a knock at the door, at the bunk door, and it just opens immediately. And a guy you don't recognize walks in. He is just some grunt.
We're whistling.
I spill a drink on the floor. I'm like, you made this mess. Now you clean it up, Birb.
What?
Can't believe you. Clean up this soda off the floor.
Birb like looks at the soda and then looks at the guy and then looks at you and is like, that's not my fucking job.
But you made this mess, like I said earlier.
I'm allowed to make messes on this ship, thank you very much.
Well, you're just a messy boy.
He turns. He's like, Lackland, what do you need? And Lackland's like, am I interrupting like some form of like role play or?
We don't role play here. Role playing stupid.
Yeah, that's for losers and nerds.
Right. Which one of you is Holden? Is it you? He points at Holden.
Yes. How did you know?
I thought I heard people saying your name. I haven't met you yet. Jacob Lackland. He holds out his hand to shake.
Jay on the cob. I like it. I'm gonna shake his hand.
Oh, I see. A first name like that. Yeah, breaking it in half. Very funny.
Just a little thing I do.
Cool. What's H on the den?
That's stupid. I don't like it.
That was weird. You ruined it.
He looks a little upset now.
You'll get there.
Really
though.
burbed that one up, dude.
Right. I'm
Good one.
no, I'm under Morgan Blackwell. She's the one who brought you in. Okay. Yeah, she wants to talk with you in her quarters. Do you know where those are at?
No. This place is huge.
No. Yeah, okay. I'll show you. I'll take you to her then, all right?
Is this
He puts his hand on the gun on his hip.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh.
Not like he's gonna draw it, just like he's resting it there, but like the message is pretty clear.
What the fuck?
Huh?
No. I mean, I'll just put my hands up slowly. I'll go.
Hey, well, why are your hands up?
I don't
He
know.
takes the hand off of his gun and puts the other hand in his belt.
I'm gonna put my hand on my gun, see what he does.
Ooh.
He doesn't do anything.
All right.
Yeah, right over here. Follow me.
Oh, okay.
There's no fucks.
That was a weird choice, Adam. I don't like
What?
that you did that, but okay. Welcome to the commercial break. I just wanted to quickly shout out our newest patrons, Skylar Marlowe. Welcome, newest patrons. If you too would like to support what we do here at Dead Set Media, please consider becoming a patron of the Dead Set Media Patreon, where you will get exclusive access to bonus content, which, if I'm not mistaken, is really cool and totally worth it, right? Right? I'm not wrong, am I? Right? I also wanted to give a quick thank you to the team over at Mobile Suit Breakdown for writing and recording that awesome Titans News Network segment for us. That's some real talent right there, folks. If you haven't already heard of Mobile Suit Breakdown, they're like the biggest Gundam podcast. They put an insane amount of research into each of their episodes, and you're going to learn so much about not only Gundam, but the cultural context, history, and even psychology that goes into its stories and themes. Seriously, check them out if you haven't already. Also, check out The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine, written by Mobile Suit Breakdown's Tom Coffin, edited by myself and Vivian Wills Wheeler, as well as featuring Adam as a very important character. The pilot is currently out, link in the description, and a full season is currently in production, so, look forward to that. Alright, that does it. Thanks, guys, and enjoy the rest of the episode.
All right, Holden. He leads you through the ship, through like the areas that you are allowed, and then going into like areas where you're not really allowed, the nicer portions of the ship.
Oh, there's sconces on the walls. What the fuck?
Yeah, which makes no sense because it's 0G and some of them are upside down, but whatever.
There were sconces on our walls, but they were all ripped off, so there's just holes in the walls.
I thought you were going to say they were all upside down, and I was like, who built your house?
No, I'm talking not in real life. I'm talking about
Like in our part of the ship.
Oh, I see. Someone just repurposed them, took them off.
There's never been sconces in our house, Adam.
I thought that would be a weird choice. That's why I was like, all right, sure.
There will be sconces, right, Kat?
Well,
Yeah, there will.
there'll be like sconce shelves for candles, sure.
Oh, that's going to be badass. Anyways, little glimpse in our personal life,
Yeah.
He leads you past some sconced hallways. Besconced hallways.
Sconce. Oh,
Sconciated.
nice. Is this real silver? Oh, it's silver plated. That's still kind of cool.
Well, none of them match because, some of them were here I don't think any of them were here originally.
Oh, this one is silver. This one's silver. This one's gold.
Yeah, I think this ship blew up or something. Really blew up a long time ago.
That's weird. I remember that there was a lot of dead people here.
Oh yeah, we cleaned up all those, and by cleaned up I mean we just threw them out into the vacuum of space. But yeah, we handled that.
Nature's graveyard. Love it.
Mm-hmm. As As the great beyond intended.
1 second, you're a human being with feelings and emotions. The next minute, you're just space trash.
Popsicle. Meat popsicle.
Meat popsicle. Yeah, I like you, Cobb. You're a good guy.
All right. I have some pretty good vibes coming from you as well, you know?
Yeah, you're one of my favorite guys on this ship. Don't know what it is.
That's pretty well, thank you.
Yep.
All right. Well, this is Morgan's room. I guess just knock.
Hey, you ever been to like a space themed Cheers bar? You ever want to go? Just hit me up. I'm like all about them, especially barcades. That's
like
my
Mooney
jam.
Pies?
Oh, that's what I was hoping you say. I love Mooney Pies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give him my number or my card.
Oh, cool. He takes your card. He reaches into his pocket and holds out his hand to you.
Huh?
And he opens it, and a few, like 5 Mooney Pies game tokens drop into your hand. Yeah, that was from last time I played. You can have those. Get yourself like a free game of skee ball.
Hey man, next time I go to Mooney Pies, you'll be there, and we'll play that skee ball. I'm putting it in my pocket.
Looking forward to it. All right.
That was so wholesome.
Jay on the Cobb, love that guy.
You're in front of the door. It says Blackwell on it. That's all it says.
Knock.
Come in.
Oh, Miss Blackwell, you wanted to speak to me?
Oh, real quick. I guess now would be a good time because I'm assuming the lights are now properly on. What does your bunk look like? How's it, decorated in the loosest terms possible, I suppose?
It's not. It's very clean.
Oh, okay.
I might
Bare
have
minimum, bare essentials.
a couple hats.
Are they all like different types of cowboy hat?
They're different colors.
Are they all like the same cut of cowboy hat? Like, are they like flat top? Any of them flat tops, or are they all like Australian, where it's like pinned up and like curved up brim?
They're very Stetson-esque.
They're all Stetsons.
Yeah.
They're all genuine Stetsons.
Signed by Mark Stetson.
Is there anything I could pick up from like first glance of this room that might like reveal any kind of personality? Like
there's probably some
some soap or like a poster or something.
there could be maybe a movie poster for something that's like old and classic, and then I don't know, just for the sake of, there's probably some Louis L'Amour novels around.
That's cool.
So old movie poster. Is it like a Western?
Once upon a time in the West.
No.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Old romance or
Yeah, I'm thinking like,
Casablanca.
yeah, that's what I was
of
gonna
course.
say.
Of
Yeah.
course.
That's my go-to.
Well, let's say that.
All right.
I like how you're notorious on our server for going into, at least back in the day before we had when we had different people on there, like, don't bring up Casablanca to Adam. He'll fucking
Wait,
go
did
off on his, yeah, you didn't know that? He'll go
Did
off on
people say that?
yeah, they're
What
like,
the fuck?
he'll go off on his 2-hour rant about it.
Oh my god.
that was the thing for a bit. You didn't know that?
I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know people said that.
You didn't know
Oh.
people said that?
No.
Jesus, okay.
Well, I'm not going to tell you who, but yeah, it's
No,
fine.
it's fine. It's fine.
fine.
Don't tell me who. It's fine. I don't want you to rat in private.
It's just funny. You know what? If you're listening to this, ask Adam about Casablanca. It's a good listen. We should actually record a podcast of just him talking about Casablanca. It'd be like 115 episodes.
While we drink and he keeps going on and on.
No way. It's you're all drinking and not listening to what I'm saying. It's the Adam's father simulation. Woo!
Oh, that's sad. All right.
It's really sad. All right,
that
you're in the
kinda
sad room.
Miss
Sad.
Blackwell. Lieutenant Blackwell, or what's her rank? She probably not have rank. Pirate Blackwell.
Yeah, y'all don't really have ranks. You're pirates. I guess you
Pirate
could.
Captain Blackwell.
Have a seat.
Oh, I'm gonna look around for a seat. Is there a seat?
I'm just standing up, so I don't know.
So the bed, I'm gonna sit on the bed.
Yeah.
Now I'm like way below you. It's really imposing.
Holden, we need to talk.
Yes. of course, Holden has no idea
Now,
what this could be.
There's a lot of rumors swimming around. Rumors that are causing disruption among my men.
Oh, rumors about what?
Rumors about what you brought onto this ship, you and your fellows.
I am pretty privy to those rumors too, but if you remember, I didn't bring these onto your ship. You guys brought it onto your ship. In fact, I remember asking you not to, at least in that moment.
That is not how I remember it.
What?
I love that you being very defensive over the cargo could go either way as evidence. I like the spin. It's pretty good.
So what I'm hearing in between the lines, sir, is that they are in fact what is being rumored.
Holden's not going to give it away that easily. He's going to be like, well, what do you think? Well, what's the rumor?
I'm gonna grab him by his like freaking collar of his shirt. That's not
I know
here.
She grabbed the easiest one to bully.
What's going on? You gonna tickle me?
Ew. And then I drop him because that was weird.
Thank God.
Holden, now.
Listen, I think you're a straight shooter. I mean, look at you. You're like a cowboy girl.
I tip my hat. And
look, if what is rumored and our rumors are matching up, then I'm in the same boat as you. I didn't know we were bringing what you might be thinking we brought onto this ship either, and I kind of want to get to the bottom of it. It's a nuke, is what I hear.
I'm well aware of the rumors. Why else do you think you're here right now?
Okay, I'm just saying. We didn't know we were carrying a nuke, if that's the rumor, but it might be
Can you
Titan's
please at least
propaganda.
try and help me understand how you don't know what you don't know?
All right, listen. Okay, so there's this group called Karaba, who we've like been dealing with a lot, and then Lou and Company, which is another group, and they're all like empathetic towards the AUG's cause, which you know of us, we're AUG, and we're stuck on Earth, and like they're just getting us back into space. Okay, what they loaded on the ship, I have no idea, but it was spun in the news cycle and in our attempt to steal the ship as us stealing the ship. So even though we were in cahoots, we stole the ship from them. And then apparently there was a nuke on the ship. Make what you will about that. I have no idea who's put the nuke on the ship, but it was definitely Lou and Company.
Ooh.
It's like there's people way above me, at least 2 ranks above me, who are paid at least a little bit more money to know these things. I was just trying to get into space, so that's why we don't know anything.
Now, Morgan, when Leisure contacted you, he mentioned the cargo and it being a potential setup for him and the Takara Bune. If it was a nuke, it would definitely qualify. So it seems like your captain knows. He hid it from you once already, if that ends up being the case.
Oh my God.
I want answers as much as you want answers. And right now, there's people above us who are playing each other, and we're just caught in the fucking crossfires. So I say we go there and make sure. And that's the first step. We find out if it's a nuke. And if it is, we'll go from there. Okay?
Okay. I don't take too kindly to being pawns in other people's games.
I don't like it either. I mean, you know, that's why I went mercenary for a bit. Or pirate light, as I like to say. And I'm going to like, you know.
You're a mercenary?
Nudge at her.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool, I guess. I was until I got drafted into the AU and developed like morality for a cause. I don't know. We won't get into that.
That's a lot. I didn't ask.
He's like laying in the bed now.
Said in the most unemphasized, not going into a long diatribe. Yeah, develop a little bit of empathy. And she's like, too much. Stop. I don't want to hear
Fully
it.
laid in the bed. I think what I was looking for was a cause, and that's why I became a mercenary in the first place. And so I just kind of fell naturally into this bigger cause, you know? But we'll go. Let's go.
All right, back in the bunk, y'all have continued, I guess, mostly Lone Star and Birb, to discuss whether or not this is propaganda or not, or whether or not you're going to go look at it, etc., etc.
We've got to check it out, okay?
Okay, look, but it's guarded. There's security measures. We got to be careful about how we go
I know
about it.
this. I'm a sneaky guy.
I don't think you are a sneaky
I'm
guy.
so
I don't think you are
stealthy,
a
I
sneaky-
scream.
I don't think you're stealthy. I don't think you're stealthy.
You're not stealthy, buddy.
Oh, yeah? Check this out. I Lone Star run behind something and hide real fast.
I can see you. I can see the top of your head. I can see you're right there. He's poking you. I can see the fucking top of your head.
Damn it.
He thinks he's 6'1". He's actually 6'2".
God, I always forget how tall I am. All right, you win this round.
There's always an inch sticking out the top.
Look, I'll do what I can, okay, to help you guys out, all right? And then as he says that, the door opens and Morgan and Holden arrive. I will do what I can to increase your rations for the day. It seems like you need more energy there.
Oh, yes.
Sounds good,
Actually,
buddy.
yeah. Really? You guys been making a lot of headway while I was gone.
Yeah,
actually.
we are. I put my arm around his neck and start giving him a noogie.
Yeah, aren't we, Birb?
You actually go to put your arm around him, and then suddenly he's not there.
What?
He steps to the side.
Where the fuck did he go?
Birb actually good at stealth.
he's there. He just
No,
dodged
he's like,
you.
Lone Star's like, where the fuck did he go?
Object
on the
permanent.
other
Where the fuck?
Turns to the side. Oh, shit. Whoa.
Hi, Miss Blackwell. How are you today?
Y'all been playing cards with this fool?
Yeah. He sucks.
He looks at Holden, like, kind of for a sign that, like, does she know?
I'm gonna make a nuke sound effect.
Oh, okay. So she knows about Operation Find the Nuke in the Box.
You cannot call it that. You cannot call it that.
He's down
That
with
is-
Operation Nuke. Find the nuke in the box. But
You know.
because we're all on the same team here, we want to know. Even the crew. In fact, it's all of us against the captain. I'm surprised he would let this happen. It's kind of a rookie mistake, actually.
Look, I don't think we should bring this up to the captain. I knew he's been keeping something close to his chest. I didn't know what, and I don't know why. I just don't think he'll take it well if he finds out about this.
That's why we're gonna go right now and go confirm if it's a nuke. Then we'll decide what to do after that.
All right. Well, I suppose we'll go over there with Miss Blackwell helping out. I think we can probably dismiss the guards, create enough of an opening to check it out.
All right, lead the way.
All right.
After you.
Operation Birb in the Cage. A go.
Bad guy, we're
Lead the
going
way,
to get the
Birb.
boat. No, we're gonna look at the nuke.
That is don't call it that. That is a much better name though. I'm not going to be in a cage.
We'll see.
What? No.
We'll just play it
What?
by ear.
We're not playing anything like that by
Hey, we
ear.
got to be flexible. Birb, we got to be flexible, okay? I thought you were a professional.
I am plenty flexible. You are a
Then
sociopath.
lead the way. Fly forth like the beautiful Birb you are.
You're like a Birb. You gotta fly away.
He leads you guys.
You don't know where your
to-
home is.
But you might know where the nuke is.
Can you guys shut the fuck up? Just shut the fuck up.
Look, the Birb. That's the word. Go get him.
Right. Follow me. All right. He leads you guys into the bowels of the ship.
I wanna fly like a Birb.
Past like the cargo containers and stuff, and past like busy pirates moving to and fro, and you start getting further along into like the more isolated, more secure cargo rooms that have like locked doors and such. And then you finally come to a very smaller, secure cargo room deep in the ship. All right, so there's guards behind the door. I recommend the rest of us hide around the corner and maybe Miss Blackwell dismiss them?
Not a problem.
Take orders from you?
I do a cartwheel around the corner.
Hey, cut it with the fancy tricks. We're not trying to attract attention, okay?
Yeah, Birb, come on.
What? Right, you ready? He looks to Miss Blackwell for like the go ahead.
Yeah, I'll saunter over to the people to dismiss them.
Birb hurries over to the control panel, and his hand hovers there for a moment while he thinks, almost, and then punches in a code very hurriedly. Boop, 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 boop. And yeah, you can go in now. Yeah, there are 2 guards in here, too. And they are guarding, like, the cargo container as it was taken from the shuttle. So with all, like, the hazard symbols on it, the fragile logos, and the team lift stickers. The guards look at you as you enter. They both salute. Miss Blackwell?
At ease, boys.
Ma'am, I'm pretty sure only the captain's allowed in here and has the code. They look confused, but willing to listen to you.
Well, just maybe the captain has told me to watch for a shift. And just maybe you boys are supposed to be on your way. What do you say?
That's a pretty decent lie, I would say. And they're probably eager to believe it because this is very boring watch for them. So yeah, give me charm and let's do deception.
So is that
'cause it is
2d6?
2d6 under charm and deception +2 if they just like take you at face value right now.
So I needed 5, 6. I was aiming for 7. So no.
Wait, with the
re-roll?
+2 or is that a +1?
You can re-roll or you can try changing your angle.
Let me re-roll.
Yeah.
Right, I will-
Destiny donut time. Wait, how many more do we get out of these?
You have 1.
Hey, look, and that's
Just
with your
give it to
bonus. You got that,
me.
right?
Yes. Yeah, with your bonus, I think you got that. Because of the...
Just use the last Destiny donut. Adam already has them all anyways. Come on.
I do already have them all.
Gotta get in here. It's the only way we'll know if it's a nuke or not.
I don't want to have to kill these guys.
Yes.
They look quizzical for a bit. They were probably told by a very sweaty from his eyeballs Harland Leisure to like, don't let anyone fucking in here. Don't fucking show this to anybody. You hear? Fucking blah, 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 you know.
Hey, Morgan, didn't you say it's Taco Tuesday at the cafeteria today?
But
I have
they
never spoken those words, but it isn't untrue.
But they hear that you're going to be guarding and they kind of want to believe it. All right, Miss Blackwell, it's all you. They leave the room,
Good men.
head down the hallway, and eventually their footsteps kind of fade away. Well, they wouldn't have footsteps. They're floating. They float down the hallway.
They're hoof
They're
steps.
float steps.
They're float steps.
They go,
They just make ghost sounds. All right.
They just love doing that.
Everyone's now in the room with the big cargo container marked fragile and team lift. And it has a big door that you can just open that the guards are sitting in front
This is definitely the one we took from Anaheim Electric.
of.
God, I hope that it's not a nuke and we just stole something cool like, I don't know, a bunch of carrots or something.
Yeah, that would be really cool right now.
Birb like pokes his head around one of the corners of the box. He like walked around it. Not a non-zero chance that it's a nuclear warhead. There's a radioactive sticker on this side.
Radioactive carrots.
Woo! All right.
Carrots have a bit of radioactivity. You have to have the sticker.
Yeah, and if you have a couple thousand of them. All right, Holden, want to do this with me?
Okay. And then I push the button.
All right. The crate opens, and yeah, inside, it looks to be a nuclear fucking warhead.
Whoa.
What does that look like? Like one of them underwater mines?
Not really, no.
Like the top
Like-
of a bullet?
Kind of like a top of a bullet, a little bit of a cylinder. Yeah.
Yeah.
But how do we know
guys?
it's nuclear? Nuclear.
Oh,
I mean. Sorry.
this one is on the inside. It's pretty clearly marked. And it does seem, while there are a lot of like no like lights on it or anything, every now and then there's like an occasional like red flashing light.
Okay, so this is a warhead, but how do we... Oh, there it says nuclear right there.
Nuclear warhead, do not steal. Huh.
Oops.
Man, they
Should
really
have read that.
they really made us war criminals in a few minutes.
Wow. Well, I guess I can add that to my list of titles.
Me too, actually. Huh?
Sweet.
Well, what do we do now? Do we mutiny, or what does the AU want with this? I mean, we're the good guys.
There's a big cough
Whoa.
from the door.
Let me guess, they're right behind me.
They're right behind you, yeah.
Oh, shit.
And Harland Leisure is standing in the door. But there are like some other guards here as well. His personal guard. They have guns drawn. I believe you said something about mutiny?
No. I just suggested it, but I wasn't.
Sarcasm, sir. Just sarcasm.
Miss Blackwell? I asked you to snuff out the insubordination, not become a part of it.
Sir, I needed to know if the rumors were true.
God damn it. Birb! Birb, like, jumps. Sir! He salutes. Good job putting in the wrong door code to send off the silent alarm. Get over here.
What the fuck?
You little bastard.
Yeah.
I'm going to trip him as he runs.
He scrambles and runs over. Yes, sir, I put in the wrong code. He gets behind the captain and looks at you guys and, like, winks real quickly. Yep, I did that on purpose.
Did he just new type luck himself into? This is how he always is not dead. So fucked up.
That slimy little bastard. Oh my god.
I am perfectly not slimy, I assure you.
Well,
Harlan, you need to calm down. I have a feeling.
Something to calm down about.
I just have a feeling we're all on the same side here.
It's very clear what's going on here. I'm gonna get to that rendezvous. Ayuk's not gonna be there. It's gonna be a Titan ambush, and I'm gonna go away for life.
Titan ambush? Who's a Titan?
We're not fucking Titans.
This is a setup. It smells dirty and rotten. I knew I shouldn't have taken this contract.
Look, we're all.
Take them to the brig. All of them.
Fuck.
Sir, you got a little something on your nose. Little white stuff.
Thought his eyebrows.
Oh, thanks. He like
What's in his gums?
His whole face.
Adam,
Yeah.
I think now's a good time for me to stumble in, flask in hand.
Were you with them?
I know him.
Cuff him too. He points to one of his men.
You ain't cuffing me, boy.
am I being cuffed?
You are being cuffed too.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh?
Nah.
Adam, you can't do this.
Sir,
I can.
if we were trying to keep this a secret, why would we lead Birb?
Shut him up!
Okay.
And one of the guards kicks you in the head.
Down.
If it means anything, I'm the one who told Birb to put in the wrong number. Does that work?
Okay, let's you want to roll?
No, it's fine.
You can roll on it.
Yeah, let's do it. What?
Give me it's a deception, so give me a charm and deception, I would say.
I got to get under a 4. Oh, didn't work.
He looks at Birb confused, and Burb's like, "What have I?" And then he gets angry, and he's like, cuff that man!" And he points at Madgun and points to Birb, and Burb's like,
Yeah, go on, Birb.
Do it.
This ought to be good.
Come on.
Yeah, I want to know how many people it's going to take to cuff me, Adam.
Birb walks over to you, Madgun.
He's gonna disintegrate that twink.
Oh god, he's done for.
He looks a bit nervous, but he's looking at you like in the eye, and he like winks with his eye that is off to the side where you cannot, with like no one on Leishure's side can see.
Okay.
And he's bringing out like these handcuffs, and he's like holding them out to you. He's gonna cuff you in the front.
How drunk am I? And did I see the wink?
I would say it would be hard to miss, but How drunk are you? If you're too drunk, you might not be able to fight all these guys.
I can give him hell though.
Yeah, he fights better when he's drunk.
Hell. You can give him hell for sure.
I can give him hell and then he can cuff me.
Okay, sure.
I'm too drunk to see the wink.
He just winked exactly when you blinked, so you didn't see
Yeah, it's just like, so he's like, he brings up the manacles to you. What are you gonna do?
About how much does he weigh, Adam?
At least
Birb's
80
a tiny
pounds.
fella. Yeah.
Would you say he's
not?
easily tossable?
Birb is, if nothing but incredibly tossable.
And I'm gonna WWE style pick him up and toss him.
Yeah,
All right, give me a,
and in zero grav.
yeah, give me a grit and an athletics to toss Birb Strunk.
Yeah, finally.
I needed an 8, but I rolled a 9, but I've still got it, so I can reroll failed tests that involve grit.
All right,
Hell yeah.
Try it again.
There we go.
Hey, an
Hey,
8.
barely made it.
That's just how drunk I am.
So you kind of drunkenly lean in to like grab him and like just bringing him up and then tossing him, or what?
Shirt, pants, lift above head, throw.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. So you start to do that to him, and when you go in, he like takes a step to the left real quickly. But you're drunk, and you naturally just stumble to the left, and so you end up grabbing him, and he's like,
Perfect.
"What? Ah! Wait! What are you doing?" And you hoist him up and toss him.
Toss him here, Mad Gun.
You're on the ground. You're detained.
Nuh-uh.
Everyone else is detained. I'm sorry.
I didn't get my chance to do a thing yet, though.
No one gets a chance to do a thing.
Adam,
Those are just like 10 guys with guns. Mad Gun came in from the back. so
From
he
the
gets
back.
to do a thing. From behind.
From the back.
after I toss him, I shrug my jacket off. I'm ready now. Let's go.
All right. Those guards, the free ones that don't have a detained person, which is about half of them, turn. And yeah, it's like you versus 5 guys. I'm just gonna make it one roll, and we're just see how well you do before you go down. How about that? That's
All right,
good.
before that, I want to let them know that I have been shot before and it doesn't work.
It's pretty good. That's a pretty good line.
It is true. I have been shot. I was shot in season 1.
Yeah. It did not work. It did not stop you.
Fuck yeah, dude. Like, show off your bullet wounds.
Give me a grit and intimidation first off, then, and give me a +1.
So I needed a 10. With the +1 is 11. I rolled 5.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you intimidate the fuck out of these guards, and a few of them put down their guns and just put up their fists. Like they they actually buy your boast, and they're like, it's gonna be easier if we just punch him.
All right. I'm fucking ready. Let's go.
All right, now give me your grit and fight, and we'll see how it goes for however long it takes.
I needed a 10.
Holy
I
shit!
rolled a 4.
You
Oh, shit.
God! All right.
Make it descriptive. Come on. I want you to be like a chat. All right, let's go.
Chatbot, dude.
All right, they start coming in all at once. They think that the best plan is to surround this old fucking one-year war codger and fucking beat him down all at once. You duck and weave with a surprising amount of grace for someone who's finished and refilled their flask before heading here. And as you duck and weave, take out 2 of them with solid punches straight to the face, and they drop fucking cold. And by drop, I mean float into the zero space gravity room. Now, the rest don't go down as easy. They take their hits, and they fucking feel them.
Look at them. They're like dead fish.
Now the next round, along with like a few more coming from the, hey, can you hold this guy? He's already handcuffed. They pass off, holding the fucking another guard who's also holding Lone Star. And you get another boot on your neck. So the boot on your neck changes holding. And that guard rushes in, and he's using his gun as a club, and they're like going for weapons now, bringing out knives, and it becomes more of a dog pile situation as they kind of group up. And everyone who's on the ground watching this detained, you can see like the pile you can't see Mad Gun in it anymore. And it's just people.
You just see a lot of people just floating out of the pile.
Yeah, just people punching into the pile and down, and it gets tighter and tighter, and you're like, ah, shit, that might be it. And then you see like 2 or 3 of them fly out of the pile, like cartoon style, like dust cloud. But eventually, all that settles, and a bleeding, stabbed, bloody, and bruised Mad Gun is on the ground, handcuffed.
Badass.
Harland Leisure looks at the remainder of the men. He's pulled out his gun, pointing at a Mad Gun. You know, you made him worry a little bit.
Gonna suck when it's Mad Gun plus like 20 other mutanters.
Take him to the brig! Not a word of this!
That's that medium.